For 10 years, the Greek army was stumped. They could not break through the legendary walls of Troy. Then, one morning, the Greeks vanished, leaving behind a massive wooden horse. The Trojans, thinking they'd won, pulled this gift for the gods inside their city. And it was the worst mistake of their lives. It's the ultimate trick in history, but what if I told you the horse was a complete lie? And the real story is 1,000 times crazier? If you want to solve insane ancient mysteries, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so the first huge crack in this story, where it comes from. Everyone thinks the Trojan Horse is in Homer's Iliad, right? Wrong. That book ends before the city even falls. The famous version we all know comes from the Korke Aniatoike. They're written hundreds of years after the war. The second, bigger problem? There is zero archaeological evidence of a giant wooden horse. In the 1870s, archaeologists found the real city of Troy in Turkey. They found undeniable proof of a massive war right around the 12th century BCE. We were talking scorched ruins and tons of arrowheads. The war was 100% real, but after all that digging, not a single splinter from a giant horse. So if the war was real, but a literal horse probably wasn't, what actually destroyed Troy? Theory 1. The horse was a war machine. This theory suggests the horse was actually a battering ram. Ancient writers often gave these wooden siege engines animal names, and they'd cover them in wet horse hides to stop them from catching fire. The Greeks could have smashed the gates with their horse. The problem? This kind of tech probably didn't exist until centuries after the Trojan War. Theory 2. The horse was an earthquake. This might be the most insane theory. The god of the sea, Poseidon, had another title, the Earth Shaker, and his most sacred animal, a horse. The area around Troy is an active earthquake zone, and archaeologists have found proof that Troy's walls were destroyed by a major quake. Imagine a perfectly timed earthquake cracking open the city's unbreakable walls, letting the Greek army rush right in. It would have seemed like a devastating gift from the horse god himself. So, while the image of a giant wooden animal full of soldiers is almost definitely a myth, the Trojan horse was real. It just wasn't an animal. It was either a new superweapon that became a legend, or perhaps a catastrophic natural disaster. The story has survived for 3,000 years, not because it was literally true, but because it became the ultimate symbol for deception. It's a timeless warning that the biggest threats can look like gifts, which is why we still use the term Trojan horse today. The legend is a lie, but it tells a greater truth. Which theory do you think is the craziest? Was it a weapon or an earthquake? Let us know in the comments.